Team. You're on the team.
I'm down. I love video stuff. I used to like shoot skate videos when I was like young. I was doing video stuff before I was doing music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you wanna tap into that a bit?
We could. I mean, back when I was like young, I just used to shoot skate videos, just me and my friends. And we had a skate crew called Mistaken. Yeah, I still skate. I'm a lot worse than I used to be, but I still skate.
Do you want to skate tonight?
Yeah,
I have
let's
a
skate.
one board.
These are my skate shoes. I'm super down.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I can
great.
I can still pop a tray.
Oh my, I couldn't
still
do
kick
anything.
flip.
I could go. That's like where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean that's a great start.
Click.
Cuts are loose as fuck. Alright, ready?
Kind of.
I can do it.
Holding.
I'm good. Are we gonna get in trouble or can I do it again? I try to keep flipping the wall until stop. I'm embarrassing myself. Yeah, we're good.
Sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of skating and like what you were doing before music, what kind of kid would you say you were in high school?
You know what? I would probably say I was a weird kid and I had many interests. I was a nerd. I was a math tutor. I think my friends would say that I was popular and well liked. That I was kind of cool. So I don't know. I think I had a different idea of myself of maybe what other people probably thought about me, but I'd be a math tutor, but then I'd also like play in an emo band and like shred on the guitar. So it was like, I had a good balance. Like I had to balance it out. I feel like I was like prime bullying material, but I never got bullied, which was cool.
That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I liked high school. Like a lot of people will say their high school experience was really bad. I was very lucky. I had great friends. I'm still friends with most of my high school friends. I loved my teachers. My teachers were very much like guiding people for me. Very much so. I needed that. Yeah.
Where did you go to
enjoyed the
school?
environment. I went to school on the east side of San Jose, so it wasn't like the best high school. It was like a Title I school. We needed like government help, and I think that environment can go one of two ways. It can be really really bad. I think for our school we got lucky. I don't know really what it was. It was probably a lot of the faculty, but the teachers cared. It was like most teachers there cared. A lot of them were there out of passion, more than a paycheck or whatever else. So
Although teachers don't get paid that much.
Yeah.
So it's being a teacher is not easy and it doesn't pay well, but it's one of the most crucial aspects to society.
I literally agree with that. Like I am very passionate about teachers and teaching. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I used to teach.
Really?
I used to
What did you
kids.
teach?
Art. So like
Art?
music, dance, like arts and crafts,
what age
painting.
group?
From 3 to 11,
Wow.
12.
That's
something like
cool.
that. I used to work
That
at
is really
Legoland.
cool.
I used to teach Lego classes.
That's amazing.
I was a master model builder, something that
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know about me too. I used to just sit in front of kids and their families and they would just watch my hands on a huge screen. I'm just like telling them how to build, like every month we'd have a different one. Like
That
a
is
car.
so cool.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was creative.
You gotta give back.
Yeah, and getting to connect with these kids. I used to work with kids with autism as well. I was a behavior technician.
Yeah.
So that is also something I'm very passionate about too, just being able to help these individuals just be able to function in this world.
Actually, fun fact, like I was almost a math teacher.
Like that was like one of the paths.
That was like my number one thing I wanted to be, and my math teacher convinced me not to be a math teacher.
No way.
Well, he was like, I know you. He's like, you'll get bored. He's like, you got to do something different. Like he knew me very well, and like, but it was funny because I wanted to be just like him.
That's so sweet. Wait,
yeah, but I still love
high
teaching
school?
people. That was high school. Yeah, I was like very seriously gonna be a math teacher. He like
For high
convinced me
school?
not to. Yeah, I wanted to be a high school math teacher.
That's
I wanted
amazing.
to teach calculus. They actually had me speak at the school, which was pretty cool. I went back.
Yeah.
I talked to 21 classrooms, and I was like a chaperone on some of the field trips and stuff like that.
What did you talk to them about?
Honestly, like as cliche as it sounds, just chasing your dreams and stuff. Because like where I'm from and like where I grew up, like that's just not something that you were taught. It's not really something that you even saw. It was a lot of like immigrant families and a lot of like like low socioeconomic circumstances and all that kind of stuff. And like like the teachers and stuff. Like the teachers were really great, but like chasing your dreams, it was more like, can you show up to school on time and
Get
like,
the best grades.
can you get like a grade to maybe go to community college? Like I kind of was talking to them and being like, yo, like I came from the same place as you guys and all these things, and like I didn't sacrifice my dreams. Like you can still work hard, and like I worked 3 jobs in high school. You know what I mean? I worked at In-N-Out, I worked at Zoomies, and I worked at Vans skate shop. And like I was also a calculus tutor, I made money, or a math tutor, I made money from that. So I was always like hustling, but I never lost sight of what I really wanted to do.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I want to go to the floor level, but how can I
Fourth?
go?
Cøzybøy's gonna do some yoga, and
I do too. All fucked up my chi.
oh yeah, it's been a minute. I can't do without every day, like a little something. Yeah, I have
That's
to.
really good. I think if I tried meditating, I'd explode.
That's maybe a sign that you could and should.
That's my therapist tells me.
Are you listening to your therapist?
No, not with that one.
So is this inspiring to you at all?
This room?
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly.
Okay, so we're moving on.
I mean, I just think education is really important. I think it's obviously the system is broken in a lot of different ways. Those years are super impressionable for everybody, and I think that like that's probably the most important thing that makes the difference between someone who's going to go down one path or another path. I think that like those types of school years, especially like probably 7th grade to high school, can really change a person's life, and I know it changed mine. So
Yeah, 100,000%. And like listening to your story, I had quite the opposite.
like you hated high school.
Not that I hated it, but it wasn't great. Like the
Yeah.
environment wasn't
What was the
nourishing or
environment
supportive. There would be fights and people would get like seriously hurt to the point that they had to leave the school, and then people were
Yeah.
getting expelled, and the teachers were getting hurt by students.
Yeah.
Like, getting the great grades is all about just like keeping your head down.
Yep.
And like surviving
Yeah.
that kind of environment. And I would be in classes, people are throwing shit at the teacher. Getting the classroom under control was like 90% of the teacher's job.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at anyone in that scenario, because where I grew up, it was an impoverished area. So
Yeah.
like these kids, like they probably haven't eaten, they haven't slept well, they're in like a
Yeah.
violent
home. Exactly.
or like abusive, neglective in any way.
Exactly.
So that like being in school with little to no supervision, so that's their way of either like finding attention, getting the needs met in different ways.
Yep.
So that's just kind of how I
Yeah.
had a high school experience, which I'm grateful for too, because like hearing your story, I'm glad that that exists, and I
Yeah.
would want to find a way to have that happen more often.
Yeah.
Especially in my city, in my hometown. I'm from Yonkers, so I would love any opportunity to be able to give back to that community. It's becoming a really cool place, Yonkers.
That's
so
dope.
I definitely
Yeah.
want to contribute to that as well.
Yeah. And to that credit, like even like my high school, it wasn't on the violent tip. Like we had a lot of gang problems and there was like violence and stuff, but it wasn't like, it was more like poor, directionless versus like violent and angry. That's crazy. That's I can't imagine the metal detector stuff.
Oh man.
Also, like New York is just gnarly. New
Yeah.
York has aggression.
This is
inherently.
true. We are angry for some reason. It's in the,
Yeah.
but we're also very like real and like compassionate too. Like
Authentic.
Yes, authentic is absolutely the word. Cool. Damn, we dove deep.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to the next
Yeah.
location?
Let's do the next one.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And there's a cookie made by Lola Menthol. I'm gonna eat it.
Full disclaimer, it's a very hard.
It's an old hard cookie, but it still tastes good. I don't want to look like a dick if I don't like it. Let me try to do this.
Okay. In case you might need that. I appreciate your efforts in making me not feel bad about my cookies.
I can't wait to have more.
Look at the bites, you fucking took.
I love hot chocolate. I'll Postmates it.
And then I show up.
Yeah. What if we called her Ophelia?
I like that name too. Pippa. Petunia, Priscilla, parsley, cilantro.
Parts of it? You know what I'm
Parts of
talking
it?
about? Okay, here.
You must.
I got it.
Yeah.
I used to do animation.
Yeah?
I've never actually
No
done
fucking way. Wait, so you were doing traditional animation?
2D animation and 3D animation and like Cinema 4D.
Oh wow. Sheesh.